You are known to use the term decision intelligence instead of business intelligence. Just to make sure we are all on the same page here, can you please describe the difference between these two, please?
Well, that's a great place to start, actually, Rahim. And the two terms are often used interchangeably. But from our perspective, business intelligence, or may I say BI, this is a concept that's been around for quite a long time in industry generally. And it's typically about leveraging business data to derive insights into business operations, for example, to look for areas of poor performance, whereby you can hopefully, address that by taking corrective action before it actually materializes as a business loss and so on. Similarly, there are instances where we in fact may unearth positive outcomes that we may not have been previously aware of. So it gives us the opportunity to capitalise on that and do more of the same thing to take advantage of that. So this is all achieved and takes place through ingestion of business data, ideally automatically, into traditionally what is known as a data warehouse, and then providing reporting and more recently highly visual interactive dashboards and so on. So, and equally too, this was usually only ever done infrequently, so overnight data loads and so on. So you would typically have at the start of the business day your business results from the previous day and so on. But more recently, over time, we've started to move towards more real-time data and or near. Contrasting to that is decision intelligence really is taking business intelligence and building on that by introducing some relatively new disciplines of things like machine learning and artificial intelligence. So this moves us now from BI, where we were typically just looking at reporting results, the old rear view mirror look of the business operations, to more sophisticated analysis, identifying relationships in our business that perhaps we were not aware of before, and also moving in towards, more highly accurate forecasting. And businesses now can have visibility of, likely outcomes that are going to occur with high degrees of accuracy and confidence. And that allows obviously then decisions to be made and actions to be taken based on high levels of certainty and accuracy. A good example might be, say, things like customer churn. So customer churn is all about identifying customers that are likely to leave a business. So if we can identify those with high degrees of accuracy, we can then target our marketing spend to try and retain those customers and so on. So that speaks to things like efficiency of marketing spend and making sure that we can really target the areas of our business operations that we want to really focus on. One perhaps for the train industry is predictive maintenance around assets and so on. So identifying leading indicators when assets are going to break down to make sure we can perform maintenance and so on. So it's all about taking data and really enhancing the use of that data to, again, enhance our decision making.